Welcome in, everybody. Plymouth 0, Ipswich Town 2. Curtis, I think we've got a new weekend mantra on the way. When the town play, 3 points are on the way. Huge win.
That's
on the
it.
trot.
Five in a row. Can't ask for more than that in the last 5 games. I thought first half was quite even, and then I thought last 45 minutes was as dominant as I've ever seen us play. I think this season. To be fair, I thought we were all over him. Penned him in there half. I think bar their shot that I think creeped under Halagki and then hit the post. I don't think they did anything. So no, fantastic result. Fantastic result.
It really is a huge win, isn't it? When you consider, they've been such a thorn in the side to us over the last few seasons, haven't they, Plymouth?
Yeah.
It's our first win down there since 2020. I thought we hadn't won there at all in our League One stints, but we had back in 2020. Yeah. And then, of course, they picked us to the title last season. And now we get the 2 wins over them. But it certainly was a deserved win, wasn't it? I mean, like you say, the first half, not so great. Second half, we managed to show a little bit of quality, albeit a little bit lucky, I guess, with the Connor goal. But justice for that one they scored at Portman Road that time off Burgess.
Yeah. The first half was exactly how I thought it'd play out. I thought it was 2 teams going at each other, trying to figure each other out. I just thought it was a bit scrappy. Players going to the floor. There was a bit stop-start, to be fair. Although the referee didn't book anyone in that first half, I thought there was a lot of easy fouls that were being given. So there was never really a flow of the game actually going on. Whereas I thought this is where our fitness levels really do help us a lot. I thought. By 45 minutes onwards, I think we almost put a bit more coal into the fire. To be fair, because I thought from then on, I thought we went on and on and on. And again, with our first goal, I mean, you got to have a ticket to win the draw, haven't you? I mean, you take a shot. Who knows? I mean, we've benefited from that a couple of times now. We've had the Morsey one, so. You've got to be in it to win it. I thought it was great, and then the second goal was an absolute peach of a hit from Moore there. I thought it was absolutely wonderful, and they didn't. I think like the commentator I was listening to, the Argyle commentary, it took the sting out of the game. We penned him in. I thought we were absolutely fine. Again, I was expecting it to be a scrappy game today. I wasn't expecting it to be a walkover. But I think it's made even better by I was watching on Catch Up the other day. I was watching the show with the Argyle fan on, and there was a little bit of saltiness. There's a little bit of saltiness from him on there, yeah. And I think it's made even better that when you get a result like that, and don't diminish it. That is a hard place to go. It's not a walkover place, but yeah, that's a fantastic result.
No, you are right. I'll write it down here somewhere. So they had 20 wins from 23 games at Home Park last season in League One. And now it's 8 from 18. Fun fact for you here, Curtis. You look like someone who likes fun facts. The distance between Portman Road to Home Park, 305 miles. We've taken 1,900 down there. That would have been a long journey back home, I think, at 0-0 if we hadn't been able to capitalise on the slip up that Leeds gave us. I mean, look, here's the title picture, everybody. Ooh. Leicester, who everyone said was promoted at Christmas, Curtis, you might remember. They're on 78. Yeah. Ipswich are second on 75. Then Leeds, because they've slipped up today at Huddersfield with 73. And then annoyingly, Southampton have sneaked to win at St Andrews against Birmingham. They've won 4-3 there, I believe.
Yeah, I just saw that.
They're on 70. And then West Brom and Hull. They might as well be in the South Pole. They're miles away from us. But let's start right from the very top then. So we saw Travis come into the team today, which I didn't think was too much of a surprise, given we're on a free-match week. Albeit McKenna revealed Luongo was poorly, which was the reason why he wasn't playing. But hopefully he might be fit to play again on Tuesday or be involved Tuesday. And then the other 2 changes I don't think were surprises to anybody. Of course, Wes Burns went off last week. Omari picking up from his goal that he scores, he starts the game. And then Jeremy Sarmiento in for Broadhead. And Big Axel, the man mountain.
Fantastic.
He retained his place right back. I mean, and then, of course, we have Jack Taylor, Curtis. He returns to the Ipswich Town bench. First time he's been decked out to play since January. So that's good that he's come back. But You were happy with the side? I mean, what else could we have picked, really, I suppose?
I think I thought the replacements for your Burns and your Broad, I thought they were just natural selections. I thought they were always going to be likely the people to drop in for those players, and I thought they did everything that we asked for them. We know that the difference that there's going to be when you take players like Burns and you take players like Broadhead out of the team. However, I thought Hutchinson. I mean, he did he complete 90 in the end, or maybe just
he did.
not? Yeah,
I think he did in the end. Yeah,
I thought for 90 minutes that I'd love to see his running stats throughout the game, because he was up and down, up and down. I thought that was probably one of his best all-round games for us today. But I thought Sarmiento did well in the time that he was on. In that first 45 minutes, it was very stop-start. So it was hard. It was hard to get a good flow of the game, because it was foul after foul, and like I said, I thought a few of them they could have been given advantage, etc. And I thought a lot of the challenges sometimes could have just been could have been let go. But it was the second 45 that really got us into it. But no, the side, I was happy with it. I was expecting Axel to retain his place, just with being away from home. I thought with being away from home, it would give us more solidity. Is that what it is?
Solidity.
More solidity at that right back position. And I thought that quality it's starting to shine through with him now. I thought that quality with more game time, I think it's coming through now. And what an asset he's proven to be as well. It's exactly what I expected from that team. And I mean, Jack Taylor, I was never expecting him to get minutes today anyway. I think that more so today was to bring him back into the fold a bit,
integrate.
Yeah. I thought that was all that was. So I was never expecting him to come on. And was it Dom Ball got some minutes at the end?
Just go Dom. He got some minutes at the end, didn't he? Come on for Travis.
Yeah, got some minutes. So no, all good. The team was fantastic for me.
Brilliant. All right, Curtis, we're going to let you go. I've got Coxie waiting to come on from the bench.
Yeah.
So have a good evening, mate, and I will catch up with you very soon. Yeah. All the best.
Thank you, bud.
Martin's behind the scenes today, everybody. He's on daddy daycare, so he's pressing the buttons while I'm on the mic. Coxie, welcome in. How are you?
I'm okay, mate. How's your good self, Mr. Phillips?
Yeah, I'm all right. It just made me chuckle there, because Curtis said he had the game on with the Argyle commentary, so he'd have missed this perler from me in Westlake about the ref, Josh Smith, who'd last refereed us, I believe, up at Leicester. He said he's been useless all game and he's getting worse. That did make me chuckle. But in the end, look, it was, the game wasn't decided by referee errors. It was decided by Ipswich getting a bit of quality in the end. Coxie, as Curtis rightly says, Chaplin buys a ticket for the lottery. He shoots from distance. It hits Galloway and goes in. And then you can't really argue that Kiefer Moore finish, can you? 5 in 7 now for him, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Going back to the referee, that first half, that there was a bit of what I call the dark arts, Galloway their left back. Good God, he was folding like a cheap tent net sometimes. Every time Hutchinson was up against him. Good
I know.
God,
he's built like me. Hutchinson's built like me, and that guy he's set up.
Exactly, and every little bit of it, he was down. He's though he's just been shot by a sniper somewhere, and in Devon there.
Were you fearing the worst a little bit? Because look, we were wearing the Dutch orange today, but it wasn't really total football, was it? The conditions were difficult, and the stats bore out at half time that I think our final third passes was something like 53 out of 224 passes in the whole of the half. So we were kind of struggling to get through, weren't we, in the first half?
In that first half, we were definitely not at our best there. And like you said, Plymouth were playing the referee a bit, and the referee was a bit stop-starty. He wasn't letting things go. He wasn't letting any flow to the game. He was, perhaps you said, but he had, as for the conditions, you can hear Steve Cruncher saying, well, it's the same for both sides. But absolutely fantastic. In the end, I did fear that you thought, Leeds are drawn today, and Leicester at that time were 2-0 down. You think, are you going to miss, fluff your lines, Ipswich? But they came get a different second half, and as I was saying on the Town commentary, I think Kieran adjusted a bit. I think he asked Leaf to play just a little bit forward, and I think that made a difference. So it was the master tactician of McKenna there today. Who think made a difference. Yeah, but yeah, I was a bit annoyed because I had a bit of buffering going on, and the first goal, the Plymouth keeper was like that. I thought, well, has it gone in? I was waiting for the buffering to go, and then they were celebrating. And yeah. But
it did feel like sort of, you know, the pressure cooker moment when Connor scored, because it was getting a bit tense, and it needed something like that in the end, didn't it? Just to kind of, you know, to split the two teams. I think, even though we were lucky, you know, it did the job. It felt like to me that the 3 points would be ours as soon as that had gone in, albeit an own goal, I guess.
Definitely, yeah. It was an own goal, but as Connor said, you know, if you're not going to win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket, and you know, Connor was there. He's obviously going to be claiming the goal, and
yeah, absolutely,
rightly so. And I don't know what you felt. You on the Town TV. I thought that they initially done Kiefer Moores in a bit of injustice. They said, "Oh, he scuffed the shot," but they went in, and they looked at it again and said, "Oh no, that's a great finish." That was. You know, he went for, you know, that little bit of the goal, not the bigger side of the goal, and then he finished that superbly. And he's having a lot of fun, Kiefer. Coming up, probably better. He's having more fun in this sort of month or however long he's been here than how long he was here for us last time, I think.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, we just said at the top, didn't we? Five goals from 7 games. But I mean, look, he scored on his second debut, and again, he's just looking at quality. So has he turned out to be better than what you thought he would be? Because I know, look, there's a lot of love for Hurst, the attributes that he brings to the side, and we know that Moore brings slightly different ones. What he's bringing, Coxie, is goals. I mean, that's a great loan signing already, isn't it? In the month he's been here, or whatever it is.
Yeah, Mr. Phil, it isn't just goals. It's, you know, we can win balls up front, which, you know, we have been lacking for a long while. And we knew Hurst was a big miss, but, you know, so far, Moore is doing more than the job there as a replacement. He's doing absolutely fantastic. We love him.
Yeah, he really is. If we go back to the start of the game, where do you stand on the sort of the Walton Hladky thing? Because again, Vaz had a bit of a nervous start, didn't he? I mean, I had a bit of heart attack when he come out the area, and then he stood his ground, didn't he? Like a centre half, trying to clear the. I mean, fair play to him. He did do it. I mean, fair play to him. But look, bonus. We didn't concede in the first 15 minutes. But
no, we didn't. No, I'm not a great fan. I always have this sort of, you know, mild heart attack every time he comes out. I think he's going to get caught, but no, I'm not a fan of it. But yes, he got away with it. So, but yeah, he's probably is lacking a bit of confidence. But as the game went on, he was all right. But you know, get the shirt, keep the shirt is to what the players when they came in. Yeah.
Well, exactly. I mean, look, Clark got some game time right at the end, didn't it? It was his birthday today.
It was his birthday.
His birthday yesterday. I mean, where are you standing on Twanzebe at the moment? And Curtis saying he now looks like the player who actually did play very well and captained Manchester United. I mean, he's getting game time. He's putting runner games together now. Does Clark get back in for you for Tuesday? Do you give Twanzebe a bit of a break, or what are you thinking? Keep him going?
No. For me, it's get the shirt. When you got the shirt, you keep the shirt, and you keep that starting lineup. And you know, he was absolutely bloody terrible against Rotherham, but you know, last week against Birmingham and today, he was, as you said, we can see why he played for Man United, and he actually got to captain them. So yeah, he was very good today, Mr. Twanzebe.
Who, just before I let you go, Coxie, we've got Lee Anderson coming in. I think he might be our final guest today. Who stood out for you? Was it? I mean, it's difficult to get a man of the match in that kind of game, wasn't it? But who kind of sort of separated the sides in the end for you?
Yeah, as I said, fair shout out to the main man, Axel. I think he had a very good game today. Burgess again, solid. Kiefer Moore up front, great finish. Like I said, initially Town TV done them a bit of injustice. But for me, the man of the match is our captain Morsey. When we weren't playing that well, but then he does the captain role so well. He then starts driving forward, and you can see he's actually, you know, trying to lift the team. So for me, it's our captain today, Morsey. Just narrowly shaken. Yeah.
Top man. Good to see you, Coxie. I will catch up with you very soon.
You, mate. No,
all
see you soon.
All the best, yeah. All the best. Right, Martin, let's bring in Lee Anderson. Now, is Lee sitting on the sofa or is he on the carpet? You can never tell.
I'm on the floor, mate.
You're on the floor. You're on the floor because you're gobsmacked over 5 wins on the trot. mean, that's just some kind of record now, isn't it, for us, Lee? I mean, what are you thinking?
Well, it's just, I mean, overall, just on where we are in the season, it's just like it's unexpected.
Yeah,
but when you look back at it, it's sort of expected. And I don't mean that in a sort of like cocky way, but just how it's been since McKenna's been here, and how that we've just slowly moved on, and every transfer window seems to be working really well.
It does.
I mean, I've just seen the table up by, well, my town TV's just frozen, but just looking at the league table, and you think, I nearly swore then, but you just think back to where we were 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And you just think, shit, what, you know, and the points. And I think where it's difficult sometimes to see how well we've done to this point in the season is the fact that, you know, if you put our points into any other season, it's just like, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad
phenomenal.
It's just mad as a newly promoted team, you know, into the championship. But that aside, I have to say, you know, we've had good backing. We've had, you know, and we've got the proper structure throughout. We've got all the 4 pillars. We've got the fans on board. We've got the money in terms of being able to spend additional within our means. We've got a good board. You know, we've got good players and we've got good coaches. So all that together, you would think, you know, that puts us, when you look at how some of the other championship teams are struggling, that gives us an advantage, and it's being used. But it's just mad to think where we were, and it's you've got to just pinch yourselves, yourselves. I mean,
you got to pinch yourself. You got to pinch yourself, Ando, because we're back in a title race, my friend. We're only 3 points behind Leicester. They've lost 2 on the trot now, right?
I just tweeted a couple of, I mean, people saying, "Oh, Leicester are going to crumble." I was thinking, they're not. They're just not going to. I just think in the end, I always liken it to like a cycle race or the 15,000 or the 1,500 meters or whatever, or a marathon, to a point where people just get pulled back. You know, you cycle off into the distance, but in the end, there's only so much humanly possible. And unless you're going to have some miraculous season, then you just generally do get pegged back a bit. And it's all about the 46 games. It's not just about, oh, you've had a great start. You know, people posting things, or people saying, oh, Ipswich are crumbling, or Leicester are crumbling. They're not crumbling. It's just the competitiveness of the league, and you're just going to be pulled back. But I expected Leicester to continue to run away with it. But I suppose I've just answered my question again, really, in terms of, you know, they're sort of they're having that wobble. But their manager would always say, you know, one game at a time, 12 points, all this sort of thing. So, you know, and it is a fact. I don't think there's people trying to downplay it. I just think it is a fact in the end. And that makes our position just all the more fucking amazing. Really does. It really, really does. It's just mad.
It was around this time last year, wasn't it, when we went on that run in the back end of League One, the final third of the season, where we slammed home something like 50 goals or something crazy, and secured second place. And now this is the first time this season we've won 5 on the trot. I think we've done like a run of 4, a couple, 2-3 times. But now we've hit 5, and look, we've seen the tears that Southampton have been on, Leeds have been on, and now we're going on our own one a little bit. And you know, we're standalone in second right now.
Yeah, I think having that, I go back to the racing and type things. If you've got that bit of a lead, if you've got, you know, people have still got to catch you up. And I think with Southampton, I mean, they went on a brilliant run, absolutely brilliant. But, you know, something like 17 games or whatever. But you can't. There has to be a point. The Championship is any league really is too competitive. It's not like Man City playing in the Championship. It's Leeds, Leicester and Southampton, who, by the way, got relegated from the Premier League.
Yeah.
And, you know, but they do have, you know, they've got better players in terms of most of the Premier League, and they're paid a lot of money for them. That doesn't mean that they're going to be better, but they've got that budget. But yeah, it's just, I'm sort of, I suppose I'm lost for words of it, really. And, you know, whatever happens, we've got you know, we've broken records, but it just keeps going on. I was really worried about today. I thought Plymouth are not the team that they were a year ago, and I know they were in. I know they were in League One, but I'm comparing them to how they played against us. They weren't structured the same. Maybe it's because they were at home. They didn't drive on enough, like I thought they would. So, I thought we contained them pretty well, to be fair. And I never felt like anxious in the game that they never put a sustained spell on us, a spell of pressure. Usually when you get that sustained pressure, you buckle or we buckle as a team, definitely at some points. And that happens across the board. But I never felt that today. And I always felt, well, if they score a worldie or whatever, we've got it to come back. And we've always got that chance.
Whitaker scored a worldie, hadn't he, at Portman Road, but we kept him quiet today. I think Aaron had come on from their podcast in the week on the show. He said they're a lot more conservative than what they were under Schumacher with this Ian Foster who's come out of England youth squads. And I think it showed it today. They didn't really have that other gear to step into, did they? To take the game to us in the second half. And, Chaplin shoots, it hits Galloway and goes in. Big Kiefer, 5 in 7 scores, and they were the difference in the end, Lee. Yeah,
I think so, and I think the point again, it's all about pressure, isn't it? And really, it was a great away day performance. Credit to the fans again.
Was,
but really, Twanzebe, what a man mountain he was at right. He looks like the guy. He looks like. When he's running back, sometimes it looks like the fullback's going to get past him. But I think he's just egging him on for a race. I think he's looking at the shoulder going, "Come on, mate, is that all you got?" And then he's got that extra gear. He's just very casual. He's just very casual about it, and it makes you sort of think, "Oh, but he's okay." But yeah, look, we got first half. Let's be fair. We got in great positions, but that slide ball in behind, that was our plan. And we didn't execute one of them. Kiefer Moore, for example, was winning everything, getting the ball, sticking into him.
He's getting headers.
His passes out. And then that one where someone, I think, Saramento would try to play Hutchinson through and it just went off. And that was the first half. And I was frustrated by it, but I thought, do you know what? It's not like we're under any pressure here. And I think if we just sort it out second half, and I'm sure the conversation at half-time would have been, just keep what you're doing, we'll get one that'll stick. Now, whether that was down to the pitch being heavy or the rain or the conditions, it's the same for both teams. But it just felt like that. But the drive second half, Chaplin shoots, and me and my lad are laughing that was probably going five yards wide, probably.
Yeah.
And he's hit it on his other foot, but he's taken it, and it's taken deflection and gone in. And hey, but.
We'll take it, Lee. Justice for the Barley Mumble goal off Burgess last season. That had me raging. Do you remember at Portman Road? The 1-1.
Yeah.
So
maybe. It wasn't it doesn't have to be a wicked deflection. It's a deflection that.
Such a game changer, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And then you can feel the tension go.
And then, and this is when you listen to McKenna and you think he turns around and says things like, trust the process. We'll get our, if you play more in the opposition half, you're going to get your rewards in the end. And I think that's where we are. But the second goal, I've only just seen it back because my town TV froze, so I missed the second goal. The TV froze just as Leif Davis whipped it back in, and it was up in the air, and I thought, shit, that's coming down with snow on it. By the time I'd reset it, it was 2-0 and we were laughing. Me and my lad were laughing, but what a strike. It looks from behind Kiefer Moore, that looks like a goal where he's got lots of space to hit that. But actually, when you sit from behind the goal, that's bulleted just inside the post.
And technique, technique on the strike, weren't it, as well?
Yeah. Fantastic. So really good all-round sort of away day performance.
It really was.
Just pinch yourselves, don't we?
Yeah.
Pinch yourselves.
Absolutely. Well, I'd love to talk to you more, Lee, but Martin has given me strict instructions not to go beyond 25 minutes, and we're already 12, 13, 14 seconds over, so he's going to have the raging out with me. So thanks for everyone joining us. Curtis, you, Lee, Coxie, we're going to be back tomorrow at 1:30. Hopefully the Crunch will have a safe journey back and join us. The 305 miles back to the other side of the country. Brilliant win for us. Everybody, we're back in a title race. We'll see you at 1:30 tomorrow. Have a great evening, everybody.
Cheers, everyone.
You